The body of a second missing boy has been found just days after his friend's body was pulled from the river. Tonight, the questions their grieving families want answered. But we begin with your first alert forecast and a soggy Saturday. People out with their umbrellas today, and you're going to want to keep them handy. You're going to need them throughout the rest of the night. Good evening. I'm Jessica Moore. It has been a washout with waves of heavy rain all day, and the wet weather is sticking around. Take a look at this drive on the Merritt Parkway out in Fairfield, Connecticut. Downpours made it difficult to see the road. And in Elmhurst, Queens, the rain made it tough for people trying to get their errands done. So when will we finally dry out? Meteorologist Vanessa Murdoch is here now with our first alert forecast. Vanessa.
Well, this is a 1-2 punch. Two systems combined to bring us a very soggy stretch, but it's all said and done by tomorrow morning. But tonight, the worst of it east of the city now, where we are going to see more rain picked up in places like Levittown already, 2.5 inches there. Valley Stream has picked up just about 2.5. Greenwich, Connecticut, 1 3/4. New Rochelle close to that. Toms River, New Jersey, just about 1 1/4 inch, and on Staten Island, about 1 inch as well. So a soaker of a day as we look at what's happening at this moment in time. We've got a flood advisory in effect for Nassau and western Suffolk County, including eastern Fairfield County close to the shoreline. This is in effect until 9:15 this evening, and this is because that is where the heaviest rain just fell and where rain continues to fall right now. You can see this is slowly lifting to the north and sliding east. So this is that first system, low pressure, making its way off in the northeasterly direction. Second system here is a front that's ushering it out, but not quite quickly enough. So overnight, it will be this front that slowly moves through, bringing a little bit more in the way of rain. But in the short term, it's the heaviest rainfall now for Suffolk County over the next few hours. Let's show you how it looks hour by hour. 10 o'clock, it's approaching the Twin Forks and exiting off the east end by 2. Then we see that front pushing through, bringing just some light rain showers through your morning sunrise. By noon tomorrow, skies are brightening for all of us, and it is going to be an incredible wrap to your weekend. Quite the difference from today. So I'll have more on that and what you can expect for the work week in my full forecast. Jessica, back to you.
All right. Thank you so much, Vanessa. Now to that breaking news. More than a week since 2 young boys went missing, police have now recovered both of their bodies. Search crews pulled the body of 11-year-old Alpha Berry from the Hudson River this morning. The discovery comes 2 days after his friend, 13-year-old Garrett Warren, was also discovered dead in the Harlem River. CBS2's Naveen Dhaliwal spoke to family members who are pleading for answers.
A week of searching for 11-year-old Alpha Berry ended here in the Hudson River.
It's really heartbreaking, you know. And the boy was very close to the family. And at this point, it's just terrible.
His uncle, Amadou Diallo, held his composure as he told us about the moment he got the call early this morning and immediately went to the police precinct. Detectives showed Diallo a picture of the body. It was his nephew.
He was very good, curious, loving, charming, always give mommy keys before he leave the house.
The nightmare for 2 families began a week ago when Alpha and his friend, 13-year-old Garrett Warren, went missing after school. Police say they were last seen together on surveillance video near 145th Street and Lenox Avenue. Garrett was found dead in the Harlem River on Thursday. Police say his body showed no signs of trauma and foul play is not suspected.
We all going through the same thing, you know. 2 families losing their children, their young ones at the same time is really sad.
Alpha was the youngest child of 6, fun and helpful.
Always help mommy doing laundry, doing the dishes whenever mommy is cooking.
He attended Democracy Prep Public School. In a statement, the school says he stood out as a funny, bright, witty, inquisitive, and brave child. He will be sorely missed by his teachers and fellow students. As the families of these 2 boys grieve, they have a big question. How did they end up in the water in the first place?
We need clarity and closure. Right now, we found the body, but we want to know what was the cost, how they got to the river, was they pushed in there, or what happened. We really need to know.
On the west side, Naveen Dhaliwal, CBS 2 News.
We have new information tonight in a deadly hit and run in Brooklyn that witnesses described as intentional. The victim has now been identified as 49-year-old Jesus Perez. The crash happened yesterday afternoon in the Williamsburg section. Surveillance video shows 2 people interacting with the driver of an SUV. The driver then backs up right before plowing into the victim. Police say the driver took off, ditched the car, and is still on the loose. An arrest has been made after a mother of 2 was found dead in Bayonne, New Jersey. Jersey. Gregory Mallard of Jersey City is now facing murder charges in connection with the death of 32-year-old Norelis Mendoza. Family members tell us Mallard is the father of both of Mendoza's young daughters. Her body was found Wednesday in a wooded area off Route 440. She was reported missing by her family on Mother's Day. Mendoza's cousin posted on social media he is grateful for the arrest and the outpouring of support.
So happy right now, man. I'm happy for that family, happy for those children, man. Thank you for everybody that was involved, man.
Prosecutors say Mendoza's death is being investigated as a case of domestic violence. A candlelight vigil is being organized for her family tomorrow night. As more asylum seekers make their way to our area, local groups are stepping up to help. More than a dozen buses are expected to arrive at Port Authority in Manhattan this weekend. The asylum seekers are being brought to the Roosevelt Hotel in Midtown, where they will receive legal and medical services. A group called Project Russo is providing free legal assistance with asylum applications.
This is not everybody we've screened. These are just those who we've screened who had those credible and compelling claims. We hear stories of loss of family members. We hear stories of torture. We hear lots of stories of death threats and families fleeing for their lives.
More than 500 locations in the city are being looked at for possible housing. City officials have called on the federal government to help. The asylum seeker crisis will be the topic of Face the Nation with Margaret Brennan. She is expected to speak with Mayor Adams tomorrow morning at 10:30 right here on CBS2. Tonight, deadlock over the debt ceiling as we get closer to a major deadline. Republicans say they are not confident a deal can be reached before the nation defaults. CBS2's Christian Benavides reports.
Mr. President, how concerned are you about the debt talks at home?
Not at all.
President Biden cutting his overseas trip short, heading back to Washington Sunday, earlier than originally scheduled after debt ceiling talks between Republicans and the White House Friday night ended with no deal.
We took a pause because of the frustration that this White House will not acknowledge that they're spending too much.
Republican congressional leader walkout, former President Trump urged Republicans to reject the deal and hold out for everything they want. The GOP is calling for what amounts to an across-the-board 13% cut on government spending.
I still believe we'll be able to avoid a default and we'll get something decent done.
Are you confident you'll be able to reach that deadline?
No.
You're still not confident?
Default. Some Democrats are urging the president to consider using the 14th Amendment to go around Republicans.
Using this authority would allow the president and the United States to continue to pay its bills on time.
If the debt limit isn't raised, the government could run out of money by June 1st, potentially upending financial markets and pausing military salaries, Medicare, and Social Security payments. Christian Benavides, CBS News.
Ukraine's president is joining the G7 summit in Japan as world leaders further sanction Russia. President Volodymyr Zelensky arrived in Japan today and will take part in talks throughout the weekend. Yesterday, President Biden announced his support for training Ukrainian pilots of U.S.-made fighter jets. Biden and Zelensky are expected to have a private meeting together tomorrow. Still ahead tonight, Brittany Griner makes her WNBA season debut since being released from a Russian jail, and she stands for the national anthem. Why she says she's had a change of heart. Plus, how Stevie Wonder was honored at Fordham University today and his inspiring message to the graduating class. Plus, talk about a soggy day for runners at the Brooklyn Half Marathon, but that didn't stop people from crossing the finish line. And Steve has a look at what he's working on for sports. Steve.
Hey, Jessica. So the Yankees pulled off a little bit of a stunner by cutting a player who's been the subject of some strong opinions from fans. And Aaron Judge has been red hot since coming off the injured list, and he didn't cool down today. That's later in sports.
Search and rescue operations are underway in northern Italy after catastrophic flooding there. Officials say at least 14 people have died and thousands more have been left homeless. Some areas received nearly 20 inches of rain in 36 hours. That's about half the annual average. All that rain caused rivers to burst their banks, creating landslides that have hindered the recovery efforts. Air travel hits a new pandemic-era high. The TSA says on Friday it screened more than 2.6 million people nationwide. That's That's up 10% from the same day last year, and it even tops the previous pandemic-era high on the Sunday after Thanksgiving last year. The record sets the stage for what is expected to be a busy Memorial Day travel weekend. A big honor today for music legend Stevie Wonder. He is now Dr. Stevie Wonder. The legendary musician was awarded an honorary doctorate of humane letters from Fordham University today. Wonder said he was truly honored and offered the graduating class some words of encouragement.
You've got to be activists. You have to vote. You have to serve your communities. And you must enlighten the unenlightened.
And it wouldn't be right if Stevie Wonder was in the house and didn't sing. So after his speech, Wonder performed one of his songs. What a treat. Still ahead, thousands of runners crossing today's finish line in the Brooklyn Half Marathon. Some of the celebrities who took part. And talk about a wet day for a race. Vanessa is back with our first alert forecast and to tell us when we dry out.
Vanessa Murdoch with your first alert weather on CBS2.
WNBA star Brittany Griner officially returned to the hardwood since being jailed in Russia for 10 months. Griner made her season debut as the Phoenix Mercury took on the Los Angeles Sparks last night. She said her time behind bars gave her better appreciation, including her outlook on standing for the national anthem.
I was literally in a cage and could not stand the way I wanted to. And a lot of other different situations. So just being able to hear my national anthem, see my flag, I definitely want to stand.
Griner was outspoken for social justice in 2020 and did not take the court during the pregame anthem. She says she still does support others who choose not to stand. Runners were up early today, pounding the pavement for the Brooklyn Half Marathon. 25,000 runners took part in the largest half marathon in the country. The 13.1-mile race kicked off at the Brooklyn Museum and finished on Coney Island. And this year's race featured some family-friendly changes.
So we have 1,000 kids, and this year's unique element to the race is that the youth will be running alongside our adults. So the kids will be inspiring our adults, and the adults will be inspiring our youth.
Former Giants running back Tiki Barber and actress Ellie Kemper were among the many proud runners to cross the finish line. All right, let's talk about our weather. That's some dedication there, Vanessa Murdoch. It's pouring. Yes. We're still going to get that 13.1 miles in, though, right?
Oh, absolutely. My friend did it this morning. Nice. She was drenched, but happy to have been there running along the Coney Island boardwalk. It is a great run. As we look live outside, situation has changed a little bit from earlier in the sense that the city now is not getting pounded with rain, but alas, the clouds still loom heavily over the city. 65 degrees. South winds are at 9. As we look at your weather headlines, the rain continues to taper off as we make our way through the overnight hours. There's still some showers to come, but nonetheless, in the city, much of the heaviest action is done east of the city, so a little bit longer. Much better for all of us tomorrow, and it's a pleasant week ahead. Let's talk about the rainfall. In the park, we picked up just over 3/4 of an inch. This was the first rainfall in nearly 2 weeks. The last time we saw just a trace of rain on May the 8th. So we took a turn for the soggy. We're going to dry it right back out tomorrow. Overall, it's been a dry month with about 1 1/3 inches below what is typical for May. Right now, temperature-wise, low to mid-60s out there, 66 in Summit, 61 for Monticello, 63 in Darien. What we see are drier conditions as we look to the lower Hudson all the way back to the Garden State, but certainly still some light to moderate steady rainfall east of the city, especially over Suffolk County, lifting off very slowly in the northeasterly direction. As we look to the west, we see a little more activity heading our way, and that's the second system that we will get to enjoy through the overnight. So low pressure. This system number 1 was the soaker today, drenching some with more than 2 inches of rain. Cold front rolls through the overnight hours. We'll see a little bit more in the way of shower activity with this one, but not the drenching rainfall of today. High pressure builds in for your Sunday, sticks around for quite some time. Your forecast moving forward is looking phenomenal into the work week. So let's break it down. Tonight, 59 degrees. We drop off not by a whole lot. Showers, especially before midnight. East of the city, though, the showers showers do linger into the wee hours of the morning, and then we dry out overnight from west to east. By midday tomorrow, we are all enjoying sunshine. In the city to start your day, it's 59 and partly sunny. By midday, 72 and mostly sunny. The high tomorrow afternoon is 77 with sunshine. As we look at highs around the region tomorrow, check out this day. 80 for a high in Somerville. It will be 73 in Bridgeport, 71 in the Hamptons, 78 for a high tomorrow in Freehold. Absolutely beautiful with more sunshine revealing itself through the day. Your pollen report. Despite the rain, tree levels are still high. Grass is at moderate levels. Ragweed and weeds are both low, and mold is moderate for your day tomorrow. UV index is an 8. That's going to be a burn time of just 15 minutes. Now, as we check out your extended forecast, we are looking really pleasant. Monday, 75 with sun. Yes, that is just following 77 with clearing. For Tuesday, 72 degrees, looking fantastic. Wednesday, 79, mostly sunny. Now, Thursday, a few more clouds near normal, 74, and then we're talking about more sunshine. So one day of rain after nearly 2 weeks, and then it's dry again for the next 7, as it looks right now. Jess, back to you.
Beautiful. Thanks, Vanessa. And the morning rain didn't stop people from heading out to the 2023 Great Strides Walk. The event kicked off at Pier 84 on Manhattan's West Side and raised money for the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. Lonnie Quinn was there serving as the event's MC.
Today, when a baby is born and the mom and dad get the diagnosis of cystic fibrosis, the life expectancy is now up to 53 years. Just 10 years ago, yeah, I mean, you want to cheer. 53 years now, a baby born with celiac. 10 years ago, it was 38. I mean, that is phenomenal.
At last check, nearly $90,000 was raised at today's event. Still ahead, could McGee keep its Triple Crown hopes alive at the Preakness Stakes? And the Yankees' bat continue to deliver on the road. Would it be enough to slow down the Big Red Machine? Steve Overmeyer is up next.
Starting to flip. This is CBS Sports New York, presented by Ford.
Welcome back. Aaron Judge looking pretty good since he came back from the IL.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, everything you hope for if you're a Yankees fan. I mean, in fact, the Yankees and the Mets have both really turned things around. And the big factor is their respective sluggers. For the Yankees, since Aaron Judge has come off the IL, they've won 8 of 11 games. And in that span, Judge has 7 homers and 15 RBI. He adds to that total today. In the third, he ties the game with a ball hit so hard against the wall that he'd have to settle for an RBI single. Yankees came into the 5th down 3 runs, but they got them all back. Anthony Rizzo ties the game with an RBI single, but a bad send of Judge from second gets him thrown out at the plate. We go to extra innings. Judge comes up with an 0-2 single, driving his 3rd run of the game. He went 4 for 4 on the day with a walk. Very next pitch, Anthony Rizzo goes deep. His 2nd home run in as many days as the Yankees win 7-4. They will look for the sweep tomorrow. And Aaron Hicks's days in a Yankees uniform are over. Before the game, Hicks was designated for assignment. He's hitting just .188 with 3 extra base hits in 28 games this season. He still has a little less than $30 million left on his deal, so the Yankees are most likely going to have to eat most of that, if not all of it, unless a team claims him and takes the remainder of his contract. Well, the Mets against the Guardians was rained out today. They will make it up with a split doubleheader. Game 1 tomorrow at 1:40. Mother Nature is really the only way that's slowing down the Mets after 3 wins in a row. And I know a 3-game win streak doesn't sound too impressive, but it's how they're winning. On Wednesday, they beat the Rays from coming from behind twice. The next day, the Mets ended up taking the series with another comeback win. And last night, they won in extra innings after erasing a 5-run deficit on a grand slam from Pete Alonso, his 4th straight game with a home run. So skipper Buck Showalter was asked about what's changed. He said, quote, "To oversimplify it, they got tired of losing." Well, the Polar Bears' answer wasn't as simple.
We've played in a lot of really close ball games so far this year, and I feel like that. I feel like now that we've had that experience of coming up on the losing end, I feel like now that after getting punched in the mouth, I feel like that we're finding an extra level of what it takes to win those really tight ball games.
Second leg of the Triple Crown had a short field, just 7 horses in this race. In fact, everyone was wondering if Mage could back up his Derby win. And the favorite was the only Derby horse to race in the Preakness. He's on the outside in 3rd. He just wasn't able to make up ground. In the end, it was a 2-horse race, and National Treasure on the inside holds off Blazing Sevens for the win. Trainer Bob Baffert, who was suspended for the Kentucky Derby, picks up his 17th Triple Crown race victory. All right, moving to the PGA Championship, moving day rather on the PGA Championship, but the most scrutinized move was a ball that wasn't moving. Lee Hodges was looking at a par putt on 15. The ball stops on the lip of the cup. Now, we've sped this up. There's actually 34 seconds that it's sitting there, and eventually it will drop, but the Rules Committee said that it was longer than the reasonable amount of time. Boom. They forced him to take a 1-stroke penalty. Meanwhile, Brooks Koepka heads into tomorrow's final round with the lead. A 46-foot putt on 17 was the last of his 5 birdies. He leads by 1 over Victor Hovland and Corey Connors. The final round coverage tomorrow on CBS2 beginning at 1 o'clock.
So it begs the question, what is the reasonable amount of time?
It's got to be 10 seconds from the time the man walks up to the ball itself, and it was about a 34-second wait.
34 seconds is a long time.
It
You're
is.
standing there watching, like hoping gravity shifts.
Right, the wind blows.
I know. So what do they think was ultimately responsible for dropping it in?
A gopher apparently poked it in. So yes,
I know you're joking.
Yeah, I am joking. It really wasn't a gopher. Close
That'd be good video, though.
Yeah.
A gopher.
The oscillation of the earth. That was what it was.
Okay.
I mean, that makes more sense than a gopher. All right, quickly, 10 seconds before we let you go. Are we going to be raining? Is it going to be raining tomorrow, or are we going to get
No, rain is done tomorrow, but you will have a few showers, possibly still loitering on the east end of the island. Otherwise, things are looking beautiful for your Sunday and hot for some.
Love it. Thanks, Vanessa. That does it for us at 7:30. Thanks for having us in. We'll all be back at 11. Hope you will be too. Good night.
Marsha Kramer.
You're worried about the city's finances.
Sunday mornings at 11:30.